Shabbat Shalom. It may be gloomy outside, but it is bright and joyous in here. So let's all turn together to page 344 and sing unto God with Shir Chadash. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to all of you who are in the sanctuary this evening, who braved the very wet roads, and Shabbat Shalom to all of you joining us over the live stream this evening. Every Shabbat is special, of course, but this one is unique because tonight we're going to be celebrating over a century of Jewish scouting here in Jacksonville. We're joined together tonight with members from PAC 14 and Troop 12, current members, not so current members, but everyone is here to celebrate together. In honor of our scouts, I found a poem online. It's entitled If, but this version of If is by M. Hill, and I'm going to recite it with apologies to Rudyard Kipling. If you can light a fire with soggy matches while standing in a steady stream of rain, and see it fizzle out before it catches, and hold your tongue and light the thing again, if you can fix a brew for all your brothers when they are in their blankets warm and dry, and rather you get wet than all the others and laugh when you are tired enough to cry. If you can tie a knot that never fails you and trust it if the worst comes to worst, to save your life when nothing else awaits you, but put the other fellow's safety first. If you can give first aid to those who need it and treat for shock when you are shaken too, and though you suffer badly, never heed it until you have done the best that you can do. If you can go on working when you're weary and go on singing till your throat is dry, if you can meet with sadness and be cheery, and when you fail, just have another try. If you can trust your friends and those about you, and yet forgive them if they should forget, and though the whole world sometimes seems to doubt you, Be loyal to the task which you are set. If you don't put yourself before the others and never your patrol before your troop, if you salute all races as your brothers in one united universal group, if you can see the aim and help to win it and never falter till the job is done, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a scout, my son. So with that, I would love to invite up to the bima to help us kindle the Sabbath lights, Michelle DeDeo, Don Levinson, and all of our scouts who are with us this evening. You are welcome to come join around the Shabbat candles. We in the congregation will turn to pages 2 and 3.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Let's join together. Baruch atah Adonai. Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu Thank you to all of our scouts, and we look forward to hearing from you and seeing you again a little later in the service. We're going to continue with our service by turning to pages 20 and 21 for Lecha Dodi. Shamor v'zachor b'dibbur echad, Yishmiyanu el hameyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem u'tiferet v'liti la 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 lecha dodi, lecha lecha kala, v'nei v'nei shabbat lecha v'la, lecha lecha dodi, lecha lecha kala, v'nei v'nei shabbat lecha v'la. Hat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki im mekor ha'beracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tila la 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 lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, v'nei v'nei shabbat lecha v'la, lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, v'nei v'nei shabbat lecha v'la. Hidoreri, hidoreri, kiva orech kumiori, uri uri shir daveri, kivod Adonai alai, nigla la 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 lecha dodi, lecha lecha kala, v'nei v'nei shabbat lecha v'la, lecha lecha dodi, lecha lecha kala, v'nei v'nei shabbat lecha v'la. And as is our tradition, we rise and face the rear of the sanctuary. Bo'ir shalom materet bala Gam b'simcha u'vetzola toch emornei am sigula Bo'ir chala Stay risen, and I'd like to invite Ian and Harry from our scouts this evening to come up once more. We're going to turn over to page 29. No, here. So first reader, you're going to come to the microphone, just one, and you're going to read this one.
Okay. O God, you are as near as the very wind we breathe, yet farther than the farmhouse star, farthermost star. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. Oh, let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps what?
Veil.
Oh, the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness and reveal the glory and joy of your presence.
Thank you. If you would just shift over, but don't go away. I'm going to do the baruch now. Page 30.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alerts the time and changes the seasons. and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other.
Adonai Tsevaot
is your name.
Keep going.
Ever living God, may your reign continually. May you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings us evening.
Good. Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. Thank you, guys. You can go down. Thank you so much. We turn over together to page 33 in the middle. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us, and the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love? And the living language that gives it form. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto le'olam ha'ed. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto le'olam ha'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Let us be seated as we turn together to page 36 and continue with the words of Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'otecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha b'derech uv'shochbecha uv'konecha ukshartam lehot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uv'isharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'etem kedoshim le'Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Page 41. We read together, sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect. the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace. And on the right-hand side, page 40, you find our people's song of freedom, Mi Chamocha. Mi Chamocha ba'en li Adonai, Mi Chamocha neitar ba'kodesh, Mi Chamocha ba'en li Adonai, Mi Chamocha neitar ba'kodesh. Noradilo, osei peleh, Noradilo, osei peleh, Adonai imlok leolam va'ed. Malchutcha ufanecha, bokei hayam u'behu miyam, Ze'eli anu yamru, Ze'eli anu yamru, Adonai imlok leolam va'ed. Mi chamocha ba'en li Adonai, Mi chamocha neitar ba'kodesh, Mi chamocha ba'en li Adonai, Mi chamocha neitar ba'kodesh. Noradilo, osei peleh, Noradilo, osei peleh, Adonai imlok leolam va'ed. Page 43 in the middle, we read together once again. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. The middle of page 45. Let's rise and turn to page 46. Adonai Svatai, Adonai Svatai, Svatai Tifta, Ufi Yagitehi Latecha. Adonai Svatai, Svatai Tifta, Ufi Yagitehi Latecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Rekonei Hakol, V'Zocher Chastei Hahavot V'Imahot, Umevik Wela Livnei V'neihem, Liman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol Atarav Lehoshia, Mashiva Ruach U'Morin HaGashem, Mechakel Chayim Bechesed, Mechayei HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Ba'al Givurot, U'Mido Melech, Melech Memit U'Mechayeh, U'Matzmiach Yeshua, V'neman atah lahachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, Ukdoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'il HaKadosh. Let us be seated, and we turn to the top of page 59. We read together, God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. Page 60. Shalom Ra Yisrael Amcha Shalom Rama Yisraelam Tasim Leolam. 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 Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. We take a moment of silence now to express the prayers of our heart. We come out of our silence this evening by opening up our Shabbat booklets, and you'll find right in the middle a traditional blessing for rare beauty with this wonderful song, Beauty of the World. Clouds lift, sun breaks through, a day of beauty, a gift from you. Mountains rise, wind calls my name. Each day renews creation, never yet the same. And I thank you for the beauty of the world. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shekach lo be'olam We turn together now over to page 253. We turn our thoughts to those who are in need of healing, healing of body, of spirit. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. Our congregational family is especially thinking of Michelle Alexander, Heather Andrews, Carol Babcock, Vera Benjamin, Pauline Cherwin, Susan Derby, Helene Edwards, Muriel Fields, Michael Freeman, Beverly Fruit, Lloyd Granite, Alan Grenan, Mary Hartman, Larry C. Heckler, Robert K., Deborah K., Gary Mass, David Osofsky, Laura Osofsky, Sarah Penshaw, Mark Pendergraft, Buddy Pollock, Jean Posen, Sean Quinlan, Joyce Abchin Racklin, Risa Rappaport, Ron Rappaport, Sandra Reznikoff, Devora Botracho, Lanny Rothstein, Lois Abchin Rosenthal, Kevin Rutherford, Stephanie Shibilia, Sid Siegel, Ruthie Silver, Nicholas Sobak, Jane Terry, Judy Van Gorder, Mark Weig, Lee Wagman, and Barbie Young. I'm going to come out into the congregation, and please, if you have a name to share of someone who in your life who is in need of healing, please do so as I come around the room. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit, and let us say, Amen, and we join together in our song in the middle of the page.
May the source of
It is my honor now to call up Michelle DeDeo, who's going to speak to us this evening. And I also want to take a moment to welcome back Alan Grenan. It's wonderful to see you here tonight. We're so glad that you were able to join us.
Thank you, Canterbury. Shabbat Shalom. So, it's Canterbury's birthday. So let's wish her a happy birthday. So if you don't know who I am, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Michelle DeDeo, and I'm the Scoutmaster of Troop 12. I'm a professor of mathematics at UNF, and my specialty is computational science, so yes, I'm a geek. But today we are celebrating Scout Shabbat, and I'm here to encourage you to reflect on the values of scouting and how they relate to our Jewish heritage, as well as the importance of supporting scouting and Jewish scouts. So I've been a scout leader for about 14 years now. I fell into my leadership position a few months of my youngest joining in first grade when he was a Tiger Scout. My oldest at the time, Noah, was in 5th grade and was what's called a Webelos. Not surprisingly, when Noah crossed over to Boy Scouts, I again fell into a leadership position, and this time it was within an hour of joining. So I wouldn't say that's typical, but yeah, we do encourage people to help us out. My boys now are almost 20 and 24 and grew up here in the temple. So you may ask yourself, why is she still in scouting? Well, like many of our adult leaders here tonight, Alan Andrew, Jeff Sandler, Cliff Rose, Alan Grenan, and Don Levinson, to name a few, we leaders know what scouting can do for our youth, and we want to pass our knowledge and our skills and the tenets of scouting onto the adults of tomorrow. So tonight I'm going to focus on 2 points. First, that both scouting and Judaism are both founded in a deep commitment to building character, serving others, and making the world a better place. And secondly, that scouting provides young people with the skills and experiences they need to grow into responsible, well-rounded, and engaged citizens of our world. So I'll start by telling you a little about Jewish scouting. So over 100 years ago, on February 8th, 1910, William Boyce founded the Boy Scouts of America, and that's why we're here tonight celebrating Scout Shabbat. Later that year, Boyce met with a man named Mortimer Schiff, and he was a prominent Jewish financier, and another gentleman, William Mitchell, who was the national president of the Young Men's and Women's Hebrew Association. Both those men thought that Jews and Jewish institutions should be involved in the movement based on the scouting program run by Lord Baden-Powell in England, because that's where scouting was founded. And we have a poster outside of 100 years of Jewish scouting if you'd like to look at that after services. 3 years later, in 1913, the first Jewish troop was founded in New York City on 92nd Street. 3 years after that, in 1916, Troop 12 was founded here at the temple. At that time, Stanley Schwartz was the first scoutmaster of the troop, and there were approximately 50 Jewish troops at that time. 3 years later, in 1919, Troop 14 was established at the center. So a little Jacksonville rivalry going on, you know, a little Jewish rivalry. That same year, and I would like to note this because this is Black History Month, was the year that Hamilton Bradley of Rome, New York, received his Eagle Scout. He is believed to be the first Black Eagle Scout in BSA history. And Hamilton was such a stellar scout that he was one of 2 scouts selected to represent New York at the time at the Eastern States Exposition in 1920, and at the age of 18 became assistant scoutmaster of his troop. By the 1950s, there were over 500,000 Jewish scouts in the US. So for over 100 years, both troops in Jacksonville flourished. It's been pretty amazingly. Troop 14 has recently gone out of charter, but Pac 14 at the center is still going strong, and we're trying to build that up. And they feed into us as a troop, and that is wonderful because that gives youth a continual K through 12 scouting experience. So today we have many former and current leaders of both the PAC and both troops in attendance, as well as former scouts. And I wish I had time to thank them all individually, but I will focus on one person in particular. This person I feel epitomizes Scout spirit, to the point where there's actually a Scout Spirit Award Cup in our archive here at the temple. And I think he is one of the keys to longevity and the success of Jewish scouting in Jacksonville. And the person I refer to is Mr. Gene Benjamin, who is sitting with us today. Gene's uncle and father were both scoutmasters in the troop. He joined the troop in 1937, got his eagle in 1939. He raised his own children in the troop and was scoutmaster of the troop. And he is the perfect example of le door for door, from generation to generation. And I thank him. If it wasn't for him, we would not be here tonight, literally. So. And at the age of 97, Gene is still active in the troop. He is our chartered organization representative and still attends our meetings when we meet here at the temple. So he is the perfect example of how one person can make the difference in many, many lives. And I'm particularly grateful for that, and to all of our other leaders and the relationships that I have with them. Scouting is just so important to me personally. I have the honor of seeing our youth grow into fine young adults in a setting that's not school, it's not religious school, it's not in a formal, completely formal setting. It's just amazing, and I'm so grateful to be able to enjoy that. So what makes scouting and Judaism such good bedfellows? Well, if we think about it, scouting with its motto, "Be prepared," teaches the importance of being ready for the challenges of life, and to always strive for self-improvement. This echoes the Jewish value of tikkun olam, which means healing the world, right? We want to make the world a better place. Scouting also emphasizes the importance of honesty, integrity, and loyalty. And I believe these values align with the Jewish concept of truthfulness, or emet, which calls upon us to always act with honesty and to speak the truth. In the same vein, scouting's focus on loyalty speaks to the Jewish value of ahavat Israel, the love of one's fellow Jews in recognition of our shared responsibility to each other. Scouting also emphasizes the importance of respect and compassion for all people, regardless of their backgrounds or beliefs. This aligns with the Jewish value of kavod, or dignity, which calls upon us to treat all people with respect and to seek and understand their experiences and perspectives. And finally, scouting emphasizes the importance of taking care of the natural world and being good stewards of the earth. This aligns with the concept of Bal Tashit, which calls us to not waste or destroy the resources of the earth, but to use them responsibly and sustainably. So for Jewish scouts, scouting provides an opportunity, in addition to shul and religious school, to explore and deepen their Jewish identity through Jewish-themed events and community service projects and Jewish camping experiences. They also have the ability to connect with scouts throughout the world. So our troop doesn't just have Jewish scouts, we also have scouts from other faiths. We are not exclusively Jewish. The only thing that you have to have in scouting is that you have to have a belief in God. Whatever that God is, That's the basic tenets. That's the only thing you can get kicked out of scouting for, actually. It's kind of an interesting little twist. So, we as members of the Jewish community need to support and have a responsibility to support and encourage Jewish people to navigate the opportunities and challenges that they have in front of them. Because growing up in today's world is very difficult for them. So by supporting Jewish Scouts, we help ensure that they have the skills, experiences, and support they need to succeed and lead meaningful lives. So let us remember that the values of Scouting and Judaism are deeply interconnected, and that by upholding these values in our daily lives, we can make a positive impact on the world and fulfill our shared responsibility to ourselves, to others, and to the earth. May we all be guided by the lessons of Scouting and the wisdom of Jewish heritage, and may we always strive to be prepared, honest, respectful, and support the next generation of leaders. So in conclusion, I'd like to end with a call to action. So whether you have children or grandchildren, or you would like to be involved in Scouting, whether you would like to teach a pack adventure, or you have some skill that could help us teach a merit badge, we would happily accept any support. And even if it's just handing us a donation, we are happy to accept anything that we can get, because that means you're supporting us, and we thank you for it. So I would like any former and current Scouts to please rise and recite the 12 points of the Scout Law with me. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Amen.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much, Michelle. We're moving now towards the conclusion of our service, so if everyone would rise and turn to page 282, we will chant Aleinu together. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורל עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו Please be seated. Page 293. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. We're in a period of Shiva for Karen Konitz, the wife of Andrew Konitz. And we're still in the month of Shloshim, the first 30 days, for Corazon Castro, mother of Conrad Castro, Howard Sherwin, brother of Beverly Kaufman, Arthur Fields, husband of Muriel Fields, Robert Need, the husband of Thelma Need, and Adele Shamban, mother of Jill Metlin. In this Shabbat, we observe the yahrzeit of Helen Diamond Avedon, Ida Mandel Bazinski, Gertrude Benjamin, Diane Bernard, Martin Roy Brayman, Joseph Bransky, Harold Brochen, Jeanette Brody, Don Neil Brotman, Joseph Brummel, Hyman David Krieger, Francis David, Rabbi Matthew Derby, Nathan Ehrenzweig, Harold Eisen, Martin Esrig, Irving Esrig, Goldie Feldman, Bennett Field, Deborah Freeman, Mary Garin, Helen Jane Gelbman, Esther Glasser, Norman Jerome Goldman, Dina Halley, Joseph Isaac, Mildred Klein, Norman Klitinick, Sarah Nieberg, Jack Levitt, Helen Dinnerstein Lipsy, Jenny Loria, Robert Lurie, Adolph Mandel, Rebel Margulies, Harry Moscow, Jean Nelligan, William Pollock Sr., Morris Retner, Emmanuel Seitlin, Gail Coor Sharp, Gay Smolin, Leah Summer, Andrea Stone, Jacob Wasserman, Jerome Wilbach, and Ethel Young. And if you have a name to add to our list this evening, please go ahead and share that name with us. Thank you. Thank you. For all of those whom we named aloud and those who we hold in our hearts today and always, we rise together as a community to extol God's name through the Mourner's Kaddish on page 294. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Barach La'alamu Almei Almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yithalev v'yithalal Shmei Dekudsha Barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei Shalama Rabba min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imroma, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, amen. Please be seated. And I invite up Lonnie Derby for our announcements this evening. Thank you, Lonnie.
Shabbat Shalom. I promised Rabbi Glasser, and you can all tell her that I complied. Shabbat Shalom. I'm Lonnie, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, we welcome you to Congregation Ahavat Hesed. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., Canterbury will lead Torah study, followed by Shabbat morning minyan at 10:30 a.m. Temple's building will be closed on Monday in observance of President's Day. Tuesday at 10:30 a.m., Rabbi Glasser and Miriam Greenhut will lead wisdom, introducing our new executive director and answering questions about all that's happening at Temple. Purim is coming up, hence the glasses. And our festivities begin with our Purim Carnival next Sunday, February 26th at noon. The following weekend, on Saturday, March 4th at 7 o'clock p.m., wear an outfit from your favorite decade, hence the glasses, and join us for a night of fun on our adult Purim extravaganza. Also, don't forget to bring a box of pasta to temple every time you visit until March 3rd. This Saturday and Sunday, Israel will have a tent set up at the World of Nations celebration. If anyone would like to volunteer, please contact Ann Stone. Please read your temple email if you would like to buy tickets for our Purim events and receive more information on our 140th anniversary celebration and other upcoming activities. Our oneg tonight will be in the front vestibule with a birthday cake celebrating our very own Canterbury. Shabbat Shalom to everybody. We will sing happy birthday out there.
So the glasses are actually, they look great with other glasses inside, right, don't they? Our Purim spiel on Saturday night, March 4th, is an Elton John Purim spiel called, I guess that's why they call it a spiel. And a whole bunch of our stars for that Saturday night are sitting right in this sanctuary this evening. It's going to be a blast, so please make sure that you reserve your space and that you join us for that event. Because it's my birthday, Rabbi Glasser gave my family the honor of coming up for Kiddush and Motzi, so I'm going to invite these three gentlemen to come join me over here at the Kiddush table. Would you like to hold the grape, please? Okay, fantastic. Don't drink it. Hi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzav b'hanu v'shabbat kodsho v'yahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishis ki hu yom tehillah limikra'ei kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim ki banu v'charta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim ve'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen. L'chaim. You can take a sip. You don't have to drink it. All right, Eli, you'll be in charge of the challah?
Yep.
Okay, so you hold it. Let's join together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. You can take a piece. You just pull. Everybody pull, 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 pull. You can take them. You're good. He's good. He's good.
He's good.
All right, guys, thank you so much. You go back to your seats. The rest of us are going to turn, we're going to sing O Say Shalom. You can find it on lots of pages, but it's definitely on page 62. Thank you to Michelle for speaking, to all of our scouts for being here. Shabbat Shalom.